Mr. Fire Department.
Hello, this is Becky with ADT Security. We have a fire alarm.
I never saw one flame at all. It was just smoky. They heard the alarm out in the neighborhood, so the neighbors could drag me out of there.
I was actually in my room. It was about 10:45. I heard some kind of beeping. I told my dad, something doesn't sound right. So we both came outside and we noticed that there was a big cloud of smoke coming out on top of his house.
We were asleep and we heard this very loud knocking on the door and somebody yelling and hitting the doorbell multiple times, and it happened to be Eric, and the first thing he said was, "Robert's house is on fire, we need your help."
It was in the middle of the night. They were banging on doors, banging on windows, and then they remembered that the neighbor had a key.
Sandy showed up with the key, she opened the door, and we rushed in and found Bob down the hallway, almost in the kitchen. And he was very, very confused. He wasn't processing what was going on, and his dogs were barking, and it's kind of chaotic. That we grabbed him and started pulling him out.
And then they dragged me out of there, and I tried to get up and help the dogs, and I collapsed. I didn't care. I want to go back to sleep. I was a goner.
If Eric hadn't heard the alarm and actually come out and taken a look at what was going on, it would have been a disaster for Bob.
As they were dragging me out, I said, "Leave the door open. There's pets in there."
I'm grateful Franklin and Eleanor, our two dogs, got out.
It was moments later that the fire department showed up and the EMT, and they were able to go in and start working on the fire.
Mr. Fire Department.
Hello, this is Becky with ADT Security, and we have a fire alarm at 2019 Fair Oaks Drive.
Okay, and what's it showing now?
Hallway fire and smoke. But no, it's not. We've got another fire alarm in the dining room.
Okay, ma'am. I'll send them over.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Todd Dernberger. I'm with ADT Security Services. And on behalf of our customers, Mr. Bob Hensley and Lauren McLeese, I'd like to welcome everybody to the Lifesaver event today. The voice that you heard on the phone was one of our dispatchers named Becky Mingie. She's traveled hundreds of miles today to take part in the celebration, as well as meet Bob for the first time.
I love you.
I love you too. You feel like family to me. It is very rare that I get to actually meet a customer, only when you get a Lifesaver award. And I'm just thrilled beyond words that I got to come to Texas and meet them and just to see the results of my work, their survival, and I just really celebrate that.
We're grateful that Eric was able to hear the siren. He's the one that was able to get pretty much everything organized to come help out. Had he not heard it, who knows what the outcome would have been.
I'm thankful mostly for our neighbors. I'm thankful to ADT for calling the fire department so quickly.
To reduce it to its simplest form, you say thank you, that's not enough. You just say, here's my fortune, my life, that's not enough, appreciate it.
I believe that if it had not been for ADT and the neighbors, when I got home I would be having to plan a funeral
Right.
and not having Bob here.